As you may or may not know, I am Coach Alex, and I've been blessed to be the head coach of this amazing track and field team for the 2024 season. When I started at Salle in August of 2023, I looked forward to finding out all about the school as both a teacher and hopefully as a coach. To be a head coach of this group has been an amazing experience. Though the season has been an unconventional one, to say the least, students and new coaches stepped up to the challenges presented early on, and they fought through to come out the other end with a great number of successes. All the athletes here today spent every day this season showing up to do the work, pushing themselves when they were asked to, but never losing sight of what mattered most, having fun. While fun was at the top of the list, hard work was always a close second. This was no more apparent in the number of personal records made this season, and just as an example of this amazing feat, our last home meet resulted in 47 PRs between both the males and the females, and even at CIF prelims and finals, a number of athletes achieved PRs and solidified their name on the top 10 list in the track and field events for Salle. I can't say thank you enough to the captains for helping me get through the season, guiding me on what to expect, leading warm-ups, and getting athletes prepared for meets, but also being some of the biggest cheerleaders for their teammates and even me at times. This season would not have been possible without the coaches that stepped up and took on multiple responsibilities that were very quickly thrust upon them. To have the support in all aspects of the sport is not easy, and to find coaches like Coach Watch, Coach Randy Sr., Coach Randy Jr., and Coach Stump, they took the time out of their busy schedules to come out and support these athletes for practices, meets, and even on days they didn't even have to be here. Support comes in all different forms during the track season, and parent support is just as important and necessary as the coaches and athletes. Coming out to races and spending your entire Saturdays cheering on our athletes made those invitations and meets feel extra special. Kelsey and David, your passion for the sport, your daughter, and the team is unmatched. And I thank you so much for your guidance and help over the season. Overall, I just want to say thank you to everyone that made this season possible. I can't express my gratitude for all the love and support for this team. Without you, this season would not have been the success that it was. I can't wait to see what the future holds for this team because I plan to be there every step of the way. I'll get to you guys in a second. Is Jane here? Jane Anderson. No. Kaylee. Did I see Kaylee? No? Yay! All right, it's you. Jan Panay. are all of our JV participants for the season. Lucas the Dove. Christian Slamat. Dhiren Swami. Daniel Alvarez. Nathan Ariano. Isaac McGuigan. Sydney Smith. Connor Rucker. Matthew Drabik. Thomas Gomez. Keanu Jaya. Samantha Descalzi. Jocelyn Allen. Girls, you guys need to stay up here. You guys need your moment. Catherine De Los Reyes. Emily Fong. Hayden Shu. Allison Copeland. Tabitha Fermento. and Santana Simon. All right, great job, everyone. Your classics, right? We have our most inspirational, but instead of calling our athletes most improved, I believe that we should be calling it the Lancer Award, because we believe that no matter how far you've come, everybody has made some level of improvement. It just so happens that there may be one or two that show a little bit of an extra fight in them to get to that point. And then, because the MVP is such an honored position to receive, we've decided to only have one this year. And it will be going to our varsity athletes. So it is something for everybody to work toward, obviously to become a varsity athlete, but to also earn this special recognition. So today we're going to start with the boys junior varsity with our most inspirational. And this young man showed a lot of inspiration because every time I asked him to do something different, he went for it. He never said no. But what made him stand out was his ability to always step up to a hurdle and either push it over or jump it. And he never shied away from doing it. So for anybody that can't figure it out at this point, our most inspirational boy for the junior varsity squad is Simon. And then, they stick around for that. You can stick around for the next one. And then, of course, there's the most improved / Lancer award recipient. He showed up, never stopped pushing himself, and eventually made his way to the top rungs of our throwing division. And it was for the standout recognition that he got from our throwing coaches that put him into that realm for most improved Lancer. This award goes to Daniel Vargas. So, we'll go ahead and go back to the most inspirational for the girls' university. Now, the reason I believe, and all the coaches believe, that she deserves this award is because most of the season she couldn't actually participate but still showed up. She's an incredibly warm-hearted and loving person and wants to be a part of this team as much as she could. And even when she couldn't run, she still showed up. So the recipient of the most inspirational girl for the junior varsity team is Priscilla Ruiz. Okay, and so our next award, the Lancer Award, goes to another freshman, pushing herself, constantly showing up, and getting to the point where she could finally compete, even though she was injured part of the season as well. She was brought to the attention of all of them. She just showed up. And I can't say enough things about her, and I can't appreciate the things that she's done without giving her an award of this caliber. Our Lancer Award goes to Olivia Manfrey. All right, junior varsity award recipient to do the roll when he was jumping for long jump. And most of the time I said no. But he had some days where he was still enjoying his fun, and rolling and jumping over everything. So our most improved Lancer award goes to Elijah Lewis. Okay, so our male varsity most inspirational goes to the athlete that showed up all the time, despite having staples in his knee, making sure to always push himself, despite the pain that he may have been in. And of course, he's just somebody to always look up to. Our most inspirational goes to Mr. Isaac Williams. And then, of course, there's our most valuable player for the boys varsity team. Now, this is not an easy thing to give away, of course, but the gentleman that stands out the most in this particular realm happened to be the one that went the furthest outside of Mr. McGoldman, of course. I have to admit that when I got to be a part of this team as the head coach, I was concerned that he wasn't going to come back and that he wasn't going to put himself in that position to put himself at the top of the list, at the top of the heap when it came to throwing. But I'm glad he did. And so I want to honor him by giving him the MVP award, Mr. Thomas. Go ahead. And on to the girls. Definitely not last and not least for sure. Our most improved Lancer award this year goes to a very young but very talented sprinter. She pushed herself, she stood, consistently showed up to practice. She consistently showed up to practice, and it was always enjoyable watching her run. She was ahead of the heap for most races, and it was amazing to watch her sprint. The award for most improved Lancer award goes to Catherine Dillis-Riss. Next on our list is most inspirational. And I've been lucky enough to be able to coach this girl for many years. She shows up, never says that she can't do it, and always pushes herself. And she even turns when she doesn't have anything to turn for. So I want to call Miss Mitsuki Rosas to the stage. Okay. And then, definitely not the least, but that happens to be our last, is the MVP for the girls varsity. She is one of our captains. And so it's no wonder she decided she was put up on this nomination list. She pushed herself. She changed her events. She used to be a hurdler and decided to jump into the 800 at the last minute. She was one who pushed herself and ended up going on to the top 10 list for the 800 in her last push at CIF Prelims. Our MVP for the girls varsity team is Ms. Julia Batian. stand next to these ladies. Be proud of that. And if you guys all want recipients to come up and take a picture. And another big round of applause for all of those. Congratulations.
Good job.
That concludes my portion of the day. So, take out and understand your name.
Hello everyone, today I'm excited about Coach Kawaj. I first met Kawaj when I went to Spain together from Shade Street. I remember talking to my friend one late night about college and he was giving us future advice. He was just giving us deep insights on things we shouldn't or should do as we get older. And as a track coach, he's done the same thing. Kawaj has helped many players learn to improve through his deep insights and personal experience. He's helped me improve by being honest and telling me the things I need to work on, even if it's really blunt. I also always felt like I could just talk to him, like he's my bro. Coach's been a big mentor figure to me and many other kids on the track team. Being able to communicate with Coach, since he just listens to everything we say, has been nice to just express how we feel about certain things throughout the season. I think without Coach, this season would have been as enjoyable as it was. Honestly, if he wasn't coaching, I would have liked serious motivation to show up every day. But his dedication to the team is part of what keeps me going. He's done more for me than I could have ever asked. Thank you, Coach, for your strawberry washer cookies and all of those for that for a teammate. Thank you for everything.
I just wanted to say I didn't know you very long, Coach Kawaj, obviously. It was your first year. And so I remember the first day when I saw you in practice, it was a little bit intimidating, I guess, a little bit. And so I wanted to do like my own training and stuff, so I talked to her about it and whatnot. And then she told me to go talk to you because I guess technically 800 is kind of a sprint. And I was like, oh god, here we go. And I was like, fight tooth and nail to like get my point across and be like, do what I want to do. And so when I was going to talk to you, I'm not going to lie, I was a bit nervous. And then I remember saying, like, this is what I want to do. And I thought you were going to be like some other coaches that didn't really do their duties and like argue with me and like, I'll have to do this whole big thing. And you're like, look, I don't really care what you want to do, but I'm here to coach you and you're going to get out of it what you put in. And I'm just here to help you. And so you listened to what I had to say, and I told you my training, and you were like super knowledgeable, and you let me do like what I wanted to do, and you're really helpful. You even like had me send you an email, and you like edited my plan a little bit, and like told me I should do like this. And since that day, like I've always kind of noticed that you've been like super blunt and honest, and like I respect that a lot out of a coach because I kind of hate it when other coaches, you know, beat around the bush and don't tell you exactly what they want, and it's really annoying. But whenever like I go to you, I can always trust you with like an honest opinion, and that really, really means a lot. And I don't think you understand how important that is from a coach. You can always be honest and not care, like leave ego out of it, and like really tell you honest opinion. And I really consider you like, I don't know how you do, but as one of my friends, you know, I feel like I come to practice. First one I was going to talk to is Coach Kawaj, and I feel like we always like taking like advantage, joke around each other, and hopefully in the near future, you know, we can have a promotion Sunday when I turn 21. Of course, thank you.
My bad, there's like only 2 slots to sign up to talk about Kawaj, but I also want to talk about him. When I first met you, you seemed like a top coach that like would really interact with the athletes aside from giving them workouts and critiquing them. And I was proven completely wrong. Coach Kawaj, you're a great coach who I would like to know. You're also a really great baker. And guys, go take some cupcakes over there if you didn't know they're over there. So yeah, he's fresh out of college, so he knows how to exactly what to do to excel in each of our events. He was my horizontal and vertical jumps coach more than anything, and it was because of him that I was finally able to get back into high jump a little bit, and it was also because of him that I was finally able to crush my sophomore PR in long jump by a whole 2 inches. Coach Kawaj has given me so much this season, and I hope to convey my gratitude for him through this little talk I'm giving. Not only has he coached me on the field, but he's also given me his jump spikes that he used in college. After that moment, I used it in every single one of my meets. And it makes me kind of sad to think that I only had you as my coach for a year, and I'm leaving. And it's a shame that I missed the IF for long jump by 1/2 inch, but I had a great time this season. to make me laugh when you're sarcastic and blunt remarks. And you never disappoint in whatever you bring for the team. Thank you for always being easy to talk to, and thanks for always keeping us grounded, yet always pushing us to be better than we think we can. I hope your first year at LaSalle and first track season with the team was a good experience for you. And I hope you keep coaching and pushing athletes to succeed. I also hope you keep your tough but fun and easygoing personality, and I hope you keep eating those tri-tip sandwiches you love so much. Thanks, Coach Wash.
Obviously, I we were talking about Randy. Randy's been a huge inspiration to me this season. I mean, last year, I picked up pole because all I wanted to do was stay off the track. But this year, I've been doing like 200 events with the 110 hurdles and the 300 hurdles. And I just want to say, I've really gone far. Like anywhere, like without any of the coaches. And Randy's really a huge inspiration because he has like an awesome work ethic. And also, he just pushes us every day, whether it be like 451s, and 400 burpees, and then with the hurdle practice. One time, during league finals, we were over at a shop, and then we had to run over for the 300 hurdles, and we ran out of hurdle, so then Randy pretended to be one of the hurdles. And I had to hurdle over into one. If you ever practice with Randy, you probably heard him say, "Go to this next strand, get a strong, and suck it up if you have a complaint." I mean, Randy's just been a huge inspiration to us all, and he really serves as a big brother figure because he gives us wisdom and advice. He also just keeps you kind of fun-loving and light. So I just want to say thank you for all of this.
I also wanted to talk about Coach Randy because of the impact that you had on me and the team. Every day I came to practice, and you were there with your usual competitive spirit. And every day that I didn't come to practice, you would tell me afterwards that there's no excuse, and if it was like sub-zero outside, or there was a tornado outside, or you're dying of sickness, you'd still be there practicing and not letting others get ahead of you. I had the pleasure of being coached by you in the hurdles this year, but you were also willing to coach me in high jump during meet where Quash wasn't there. And it was because of you that I was able to get first place in that meet. Your positive attitude always brings my spirit up, and I'm gonna miss having you always there to tell me to compete like an animal and leave it all out there on the track. I hope you continue being an inspiration to others and lead many others to reach goals they didn't even know they could reach. Thanks, Randy.
Man, Coach Randy Sr., where do I even begin? But everything. So I didn't know you for long. I never came on kind of late, but when I first saw you, I kind of, this might sound kind of weird, but like now that I know you, you're kind of like a honey badger in a way. I know you're like cute and cuddly on the outside, like really easy going. I don't know, just like a great guy to talk to. Like when things need to get done, like you make sure they get done, and it's like really amazing, and I love that. I feel like myself, I'm a pretty easygoing person, but I feel like I also have the same like honey badger like mentality where things need to get done, need to get them done, we walk in, you know? And so I remember, I think this is the first time I ever talked to you, and I was doing like 300 repeats in a day, like Pasadena, over the break, and I remember you saw me, and you're like, oh yeah, you got really nice stride. Like, hey, I'm trying to hit these times, and you're like, oh, you can do that easily. Didn't have at the time, wasn't even close. But I love that you had like this confidence, and still there's confidence in me, you believe in me, even when the times weren't really possible, but like I really appreciate that, and you're so easygoing. And then another time, before the prelims or finals or whatever, I wanted you to beat me, and there were no coaches available to help me. Obviously, we were pretty short on coaching staff this year. And I remember going to you, and you told me the hurdlers at the time. I was like, can you please just time me really quick? And like, yeah, of course, man, I'll do it. And you just left the hurdlers and came to me and helped time me, and you were like giving me advice on what to do. And I really, really appreciated that. You kind of like, you're so supportive, and like, without even knowing me, you're just so quick to help me, and that really means a lot. I definitely know that. Thank you.
About Randy Senior too, Coach Randy Senior. I'm trying to keep it short, simple, I'm kind of freestyling right now, but I was gonna say like, I'm thankful to have you as my coach. I only had you for 1 year, and practice, outbeing something we just got there, and meeting parents too was fun, but like the time I was with you was really nice. And I mean, I remember, I love it when
Prelims team too. I still don't know how to solve it, but you're trying to teach me. It was really fun. I honestly love it. And prelims too, having a bad throwing day. You know the story. Someone was beating me, I was beating him, and he was beating me again. And you just, with your match beating, you made me like keep calm. And my very last throw, I fought, and I beat the person that was there, and he threw like 47 or something. And in finals, I mean, I don't know then, but thank God I got that medal because you kind of forced me to get the medal, and I thank you. I got this medal, so I just want to say thank you, Coach Ramsey. Thank you for everything.
Hi everyone, I'm Julia. I'm the team captain for track this year, and I'm here to talk about Coach Alex. So I met Coach Alex last summer when we were starting practice for cross country, and my first impression of her was that she was a really easygoing and really insightful person that was just easy to have a conversation with. And over the course of the year, especially during track season, I have seen and appreciated those qualities of hers even more. And I feel like the fact that she is so beloved by both her athletes and her students is just a testament to that fact. The underclassmen will get to grow into this program she's creating, and for us upperclassmen who weren't granted the time to get to know her maybe as much as we wish we could, we will take with us the memories, the lessons, and all the kindness you imparted on us in our last year on the track team. So I have nothing but gratitude and respect for you, Coach Alex, both as a person and coach. And I also want to say thank you to all the coaches for being here, for making this season meaningful and worthwhile. I appreciate you all more than I can say.
Hello, I'm talking about Coach Alex. First I want to say personally that Coach has done a tremendous good job of just putting in so much effort into the season for us as a track team. I feel that she did an amazing job connecting with the players and feeling like everyone had a sense of belonging and purpose on the team. She was forced to fill some pretty big shoes, even with the circumstances she was put in, and I feel like there was no one else better for the job. She was able to take many kids to both prelims and Salle finals, and I couldn't have asked for a better coach or mentor. And she's just been so good at guiding us throughout the season, no matter what hardships or battles we had to go through together. She showed her tenacity and willpower to do whatever it takes to make us better. And for that, thank you, Coach, for everything. Thank you for showing me just how to be a better person, a better leader as a captain. And I always appreciate giving you little hugs and saying hi to you whenever I see you. Thank you for everything.
Alright, this is my last one, I promise. I wanted to talk about Coach Alex today because I just have so much gratitude for you. I met you during the beginning of cross-country season, like Julia, and during summer practices. And as soon as I saw you, I knew Salle found a good coach. You were put in an impossible situation, and you were still able to give all of us a season when, personally, I didn't even think we'd be able to get one. And I really thank you for that. When I heard that, not only do you know what you were doing and are a good leader, but you listen to your athletes, and I know Connor's probably going to say something about that. You really listen to what they have to say, and you take their criticism. I also had the opportunity to be coached by you after league finals in preparation for CIA prelims. During this time, I was able to realize how passionate you are about this sport and how much you care about your athletes. And thanks to you that we were able to stay strong during the final week of our season and keep our spirits high, even though we knew that we didn't stand a chance at making it to CIA finals. I'll take the memories you made with our team this season with me and hold on to them tight. Thank you for coaching us, for making us laugh, for keeping the freshmen in mind, for staying strong, and for always loving what you do. Thank you.
I also promised this is my last one. It was about Coach Alex, so I had to say something. Before I start, I feel like there's been a lot of backlash from a lot of the parents and some athletes at the Salle about the coaching situation this year. And I don't think it really matters at all because Coach Alex, it's her first year ever even at LaSalle and coaching LaSalle in general, and everything was thrown on her. She was kind of thrown into the fire, and she's the reason you even have a season plan. So guess things wise for like plans, administration, or people who still have really good opinions. And I just wanted to say, Coach Alex, like, you were like probably the kindest and most compassionate coach I've ever had in my life. And I really, really appreciate you for it. So I remember my first day of cross-country practice during the summer. And so I obviously had my own way of doing things, you know, I'm pretty stubborn. And everybody, including Coach Williams, all left me at the Rose Bowl by myself when I was stretching. And you stayed behind and made sure everything was okay. And I remember you were next to me on your bike during our warm-up, and we were just talking. And it was the first time I ever talked to you. And so usually, for prior coaches, at least for track and like cross-country, when I talk to them, I mean, they don't really like give like a damn about what I have to say. They're kind of just like, yeah, okay, sure, you're gonna do this. And when I was next to you, just talking to you the first time, you were genuinely listening, you genuinely cared about what I had to say, and you gave me like really, really important feedback. And since that first day, I kind of knew that you were like a really special coach, and you could take this program really far, and I really hope you can. And so, I just want to say too that I've had 2 coaches in my entire life, and I've been injured a lot. I have to switch sports a lot because of that, and I've had like almost freaking every single coach at Salle at this point. And Coach Alex, if you're one of 2 that really care about their athletes and like really want to see them succeed, like on days where I would perform poorly, or you guys instead of like belittling me or like make me angry, you always ask how I was doing. When I like wasn't eating before practice, you'd always ask me, did I eat? You even call me after meets and ask me how I was feeling because you know I was like a little sick or something. And you always like really had the best in mind for me, and like it really, really means a lot that you would take time out of your day to call me after practice and ask about my health. And I don't think anyone's ever done that for me in my life, so that really, really means a lot. And also, like you mentioned, a lot of coaches have the my way or the highway mentality, especially the ones like before, and you like totally put your ego aside and listen to the athletes, and if what they have to say, like you agree with and believe in, you will change you will change your ways to like compromise the athletes, and that's like more than let's go above and beyond for any athlete can ask from a coach. And once again, that really, really, really means a lot. And I just want everyone to like who kind of was mad about the coaching situation this year, disagreed with stuff. I want you guys to like walk them out and push Alex's shoes. And like I said earlier, she was really just thrown in the fire. Every single coach quit on her, like every single one. And we had to be on a coaching staff, and that's just horrible. Like coaches see in front of us today are the ones that stuck with us. And it really baffles me that some people still don't respect this coaching staff for what they've done when they were just thrown into the fire and no help at all. Like literally every single coach quit, and that's horrible. Like, sorry.